Alright, the picture book that I chose to uh, read is called No David, um, and the element that I'm going to teach and reinforce um, is uh, the plot. Now, with this story in chapter 5, mentioned that it mentioned that children have short children who read storybooks have short attention span. So um, it mentioned that the plots are um, generally simple and easily to identify. They're clearly developed, um, and books such as this, um, the author usually grabs the student's attention pretty fast with some of the illustrations. Uh, this book, this particular book, um, the kids are able to relate. I'll start off um, by asking students to make inferences or predictions about what they think this specific book is about based on the cover, um, and then I'll ask them to I'll ask how have has anyone felt like that before, or how do you think that's gonna make this character feel? So that's some of the questions I'll ask before just predict what they think the book will be about based off the title. All right, then I'll start reading. The title of this book is called No David by David Shannon. David's mom always said no. No, David. No, David. No, David. If you can see the book here. No, no, no. Come back here, David. David, be quiet. Don't play with your food. That's enough, David. Go to your room. So at this point, I'll ask students, was their predictions about the story correct? What did they have to? What did you guys have to fix about your predictions? And then I'll ask them so far what's going on in the story. So I think that'll help them comprehend the plot of the story. And I anticipate some of the response being that David has always been told no by his mom. I think the students will be able to relate to that because I think at this age, a lot of what they do is trial and error. So, uh, the universal no is what most students at that age experience. So right now, David is doing everything he's not supposed to do, but he's just being a kid, and mom is just telling him no, no, no. I'll ask guys how they think David feels being told no, and hopefully they can make that connection by looking at the illustrations. Because David's been told no, 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 and he's been sent to his room. Settle down. David's jumping on the bed having fun. Stop that this instant. Put your toys away. Not in the house, David. I said no, David. So now in this picture, I'll ask, what's David? How do you guys think David feels right now? Obviously, hopefully they'll say he's sad. He's got a teardrop right there. He's just being a kid, playing in the house and whatnot. Um, so, and then I'll say, have any of you guys ever, your parents ever made you feel like that by telling you no? and so hopefully they'll understand how David's feeling right now. Again, the illustrations, the plot in this story is very simply developed. Davy, come here. Yes, David. The end. So at the end, what I always like to do is I always like to use the uh, sequence of events. Like David, I'll ask him what happened, who was the main character. Hopefully they'll say David, and I'll say what was his problem. Hopefully they'll say his parent always told him no. How did that make him feel? Made him feel sad. Then I'll say at the end, what happened? Well, David's mother finally said yes. Well, how does that make David feel? And then I'll ask them to, have they ever experienced days such like this where your parents just said no, 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 and it made you feel like David? Hopefully they say yeah, or how do you think that'll make you feel if it haven't? That'll make us feel sad. Then I'll say, did your mom say yes at the end of the day? And did that make you feel happy like it did David? And that would conclude my story, No David.